My name's Aisha Coleman, and I'm a lawyer who's never backed down from a fight. That humid morning in rural Alabama, I walked into Judge Walter Grayson's courtroom with my head high, ready to defend Derrick Jackson, a 32-year-old black man accused of armed robbery. The air smelled like stale coffee and old wood, but the real stench was the hostility radiating from the mostly white crowd. I could feel their eyes on me, judging me, a black woman in a sharp suit, daring to challenge their system. Derrick sat beside me, his hands clasped tight. He'd told me the night before, "They've hated me since I moved here, always looking for a reason to lock me up." I believed him. The charge? Robbing a gas station with a gun. The evidence? A blurry tape, partial fingerprints, and 2 shaky witnesses. I knew it was flimsy, but as the prosecutor, James Holt, strutted up with a smug grin, I felt the weight of what I was up against. Holt laid it out. Security footage, a revolver with Derrick's prints, and witnesses who saw him run. The crowd nodded like they'd already convicted him. Then Judge Grayson, this gray-haired relic with a voice like gravel, leaned over his bench and smirked at me. "Miss Coleman, your client's guilty as sin. Let's not waste time. I've got better things to do." His tone wasn't just dismissive, it was personal. I stood up, keeping my voice steady. "Your Honor, I'm here to prove his innocence. The evidence doesn't hold up." He laughed, a sharp, ugly sound. "Innocence? You people always got some story, don't you?" The words hit me like a slap. "You people." I clenched my fists under the table. "I'd like that stricken from the record," I said, glaring at him. He waved me off. "Denied. Sit down, girl, and quit your whining." The crowd snickered, and I felt the heat rise in my chest. "I'm not a girl. I'm counsel, and I deserve respect." Grayson's eyes narrowed. "Respect? You'll get what I give you. One more word, and you're fined." That's when the real fight started. I called the first witness, Betty, the cashier. She was nervous, her hands fidgeting as she swore Derrick was the robber. "How well lit was it?" I asked. "Could you see his face clearly from 20 feet away?" She stumbled. "It was dark, but I'm sure it was him." Before I could press her, Grayson cut in. "She said it's him, Coleman. Move on." His voice was a whip, cracking through the room. I turned to him, my pulse racing. "She's guessing, Your Honor." "That's not evidence. It's bias." Holt jumped up, smirking. "Objection. She's harassing the witness and pulling the race card." I spun on him. "No, you're framing my client because he's black." The crowd erupted, people shouting, "Shut up," and "She's out of line." Grayson slammed his gavel so hard I thought it'd break. "Order. You're a disgrace, Coleman. Keep this up, and I'll throw you out." I didn't back down. Throw me out? For calling out racism? This is a sham. Derrick squeezed my arm, whispering, "They've done this to me before. Don't let em win." I nodded and kept going. The next witness, Earl, a hulking trucker, lumbered up. "Saw him run, same build, same color," he grunted. I pounced. "Same color? So you picked Derrick because he's black." Earl shrugged, and the crowd jeered at me. Someone yelled, "Go back to the city, troublemaker." Grayson leaned forward, his face twisted. "You're fishing, Coleman. I won't let you make this a race circus." I shot back. "It already is. Your prejudice is the star." He slammed his gavel again. "That's a $500 fine for disrespect." "You're pushing me, girl." The word girl stung like a lash, but I held his gaze. "Fine me all you want. I'm not here to bow to you." The room was a powder keg, and I was ready to light it. I called Carlos, a gas station regular who'd seen the real robber. "I saw a white guy in a hoodie running out back." "Not Derrick," he said firmly. Holt shouted, "Hearsay," but I snapped, "It's testimony, and it blows your case apart." Grayson barked, "I decide what matters, not you. Sit down." I didn't budge. "No. You're burying the truth to protect your cronies." The crowd went wild, half booing me, half murmuring in shock. Someone yelled, "She's lying." Another hollered, "Let her talk." Derrick stood up, his voice raw. "This town's been after me for years. I'm no criminal." Grayson roared, "Sit down, boy, or I'll cuff you myself." I wheeled on him. "Call him boy again, and I'm filing a misconduct charge." He laughed, a cold, bitter sound. "File what you want. I own this courtroom." That's when I pulled my first ace. Diner footage showing a white man fleeing at the exact time of the robbery. This proves Derrick's innocent, I said, holding up the drive. Holt sputtered. That's inconclusive. I fired back. Inconclusive? Or inconvenient, because it shows your racist lie. Grayson's face turned purple. You're slandering my court. I'll have you disbarred. I smirked. Go ahead. This is on record, and the world's gonna hear it. Then came the real scandal. I revealed a buried police report. They questioned a white suspect and let him go, pinned it on Derrick instead. Partial prints, ignored alibis. This is a setup. The room froze. Holt stammered, that's speculation. But I held up the paper. It's fact, and it's corruption. The crowd gasped, some yelled, cover up, while others shouted racial slurs at me. Grayson's gavel hit like thunder. Enough. Bailiff, get her out. I stood my ground as the bailiff stepped toward me. You can't silence me, Judge. This is racial profiling, bullying, and a full-on scandal. Derrick backed me up, his voice shaking with years of pain. They've harassed me since day one. This proves I'm a target. The crowd was a mess, half cheering us, half screaming insults. Holt, sweating bullets, pleaded, she's ruining the trial. Grayson snarled, she's ruining my patience. I played my last card. Dismiss this case, or this footage and report hit every news desk by sundown. The room went dead quiet. Grayson glared at me, his hands trembling. I could see the gears turning. He knew he was trapped. After a long, tense pause, he muttered, case dismissed. Get out. His voice was a defeated growl. Derrick and I walked out, the crowd buzzing behind us. I felt their stares, some hateful, some awed, but I didn't care. Outside, Derrick hugged me, tears in his eyes. You saved me, Aisha. I smiled, exhausted but proud. No, we saved each other. The screen fades as my voice narrates. I faced racism, bullying, and a judge's wrath, but I exposed their scandal. Share this to fight for justice. It's 30 minutes of raw, unfiltered truth, a war I'll never forget.